Hello everybody, just had a badger come into the shop. We're going to do a full mount of this guy. I'm pretty excited about it, so let's get her skinned. Alright, so for this guy, I'm going to skin him along the back legs here. Skin him case skinned. We've got a gunshot here, the guy shot it. A little injury there. Overall, not too bad. Get to the back part here. I always like to leave myself lots of meat and membrane to work with. You don't want to cut too little off, and then makes it harder to try and make it look natural afterwards. I wish you guys could experience the smell that's coming off of this badger. They have a very distinct odor to them. Alright, let me get this guy hung up. Okay, I got her hung up here. Cut the back legs right off the carcass. Use those to make the artificial legs when I start making the form. Head's coming along pretty good. I made a mold off of the skull, and now just putting the jaw set inside there so you can see how it's starting to look. I gotta thin out the front quite a bit, but it's starting to take shape. Doing a test fit of the form. It's looking really good. Just got a few holes and things like that to sew up, and we'll give the fur a bit of a rinse. We'll start putting this thing together. Okay, we got our form here, more or less in position. We've got our hide here, all wired up and boraxed. So we'll start putting this thing together. Okay, I'm just going to sew up the back part here and fill in a little bit around the legs. People have told me over the years I'm a little bit weird for doing this kind of stuff. And my response to them is, you're the one watching a YouTube video of a guy sewing up a badger's butthole. So really, who's the weird one? Got the badger's mouth all glued and pinned in place. Eyes are all pinned. So it's gonna roughly fit on the base like that. I'll have to do a little bit of adjustments on them, but it's gonna look more or less like this. Now I got a dead gopher that I mounted the other day. Been sitting there drying for the last, well, probably week or so now. So he's pretty much ready. He's gonna go down underneath here like the badger just caught it. Here's the badger. It's been about 2 weeks. With the fan blowing on him. Just keep moving it around. Put a little bit of borax on top of the feet, just helps dry them out a little bit faster. You can see, looking pretty good. Alright, so I'm going to do just a little bit of clay work around the lips. Filling a couple of the spots that need it. Done. It's dry now, so we're gonna do some airbrushing on this guy, and that should really bring some life back into this badger's face. Last things I like to do is make sure that my wires are anchored. Like you can see, these are just stuck through, they're not actually anchored yet. This one here I just did. So basically what I do is just bend this over in a 90 and then nail it into there. So It's totally locked in there. But if you ever do need to remove the badger from this base for some reason, you can just pull that out and pop them right off. Do whatever work you need to do to it. So I'm going to do that to the other 3, and then this guy will be anchored on here rock solid. Important to make sure you give these guys a brush when you're done. Make sure all the hair is sitting in the right direction where it's supposed to be. I actually like using a bottle brush. I find it's a little less aggressive than some of the fur brushes out there. A lot of the fur brushes you buy that I see guys using are actually designed to remove hair from like your pet when it's shedding in the spring, and that's the opposite of what I want to do. So the bottle brush just kind of gets all the hair pointing in the right direction, takes any of the stuff that you might have missed while you're working on it, like if there's any sticks or burrs that are in the fur you don't want in there, or leftover glue. A lot of times it'll knock that off of there. Using borax, it'll get all that out of the fur as well. So you can go pretty aggressively with it without having to worry too much about damaging anything. Here is our finished badger mount with gopher. This is a super fun project I was excited to work on. Badgers are such a cool animal. It's not something I get to see that often around here, but overall, I'm very happy with the way this turned out, and pretty sure the client will be too.